I legit just came back and was like, okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, wild goose chase. Pun probably intended. Hey there guys, my name is Nix and welcome back to Steins Gate Zero. Last time, we did a lot of chasing around trying to find out where Mayuri and Kagari learned this song from. So we went to see Mayuri, we asked her, she didn't know. She said she heard it from Suzuha, who heard it from her mother. And now we're at Okarin's mother trying to find out why she knows it, so... who fucking knows at this point? Anyway.
Wow, so Yuki's a friend of yours.
After hearing the shocking news that Kagari's song traced its roots all the way back to my mom, we went back to the lab. It would have been embarrassing to call my mom in front of Mayuri and Kagari. So I went up to the roof in the cold to call home. When I asked my mom if she was going to a cooking class, she seemed surprised that I didn't know.
I see. That song, huh? I had no idea I was singing it. That's kind of embarrassing.
Why does no one know where this song came from? What kind of paradox bullshit is this? I'm like a minute in and I'm already annoyed at chasing this goddamn song around. Where'd you learn that song?
Where?
Like, you heard it on the radio? Maybe you heard someone else singing it. That's a good sign.
It was you.
Huh?
You used to sing it.
What? What? What are you talking about? That's impossible!
You remember when you were in middle school and Mayuri got really depressed, right? When her grandma died? Everyone was really worried, but one day she suddenly got better. But then you started going crazy.
Yeah, I kinda went full Chunibyo to save Mayuri. Yeah, I can't really explain that one, Mom, I'm sorry.
What was all that about? You were a bad scientist?
Please stop. Was there anything in the world more terrifying than hearing about your own dark history from your mom? I don't know, mine likes to bring mine up every now and then, and I don't find it that bad. Oh god, please help me.
When you started being a bad what's-it, you would sing that song whenever you took a bath. You sang it so often, I guess I learned it.
Okabe's mom kind of sounds crazy when she laughs, I'm not gonna lie. I sang it?
That's right. You don't remember? Oh, our customer's here. Bye. It's going to rain soon, so come home quick.
Well, fuck what have I been chasing this song around for the whole time? Seriously?
Oh, Karin! How'd it go? Did you find anything out?
That's the sound of a man that doesn't want to admit he's guilty. I explained what I'd heard from my mom, even though I didn't really understand it myself. Yeah, don't ask questions, I'm sorry. Yeah, they were surprised. I was more surprised than anybody. I was so surprised that I actually felt pretty calm.
So, what does all this mean?
Fucked if I know, Kagari. What does it mean? It means we're putting people on graph paper now. Okay. Kagari had learned the song from Mayuri in the future. Mayuri had learned it in the present from Suzuha. Suzuha had learned it from Yuki in the future. Yuki had learned it from my mom, who's got a interesting silhouette. We'll call it that. My mom had learned it from me.
俺歌なんて
Did I ever sing?
歌ってたか
Mayushi doesn't remember.
If it was a popular song, maybe I would have hummed it, but
ダメだ思い出せない
no, look, I can't remember.
どうしよう。What do we do? なくなっちゃったね。We're out of clues, aren't we?
Mayuri looked like she was about to cry. Kaguri gave her a gentle hug.
落ち着いてください、マヨリさん。Please calm down, Mayuri. Okabe-san. Okabe, does the fact that you sang when Mayuri was depressed give you any kind of clue? 何か手がかりになりませんか？
そうは言っても
I don't know.
何か
I didn't really do anything special.
ないからなマユリが墓参りに行ってるのを
All I did was go see Mayuri when she was visiting her grandmother's grave. That was when Hyo and Kyoma, now sealed away, had been born.
じゃあ、そのお墓に行ってみませんか？
Should we go to her grave then?
何か思い出すかも。
You might remember something.
Was that possible?
ここまで来たなら、
After all this, I want to see this through to the end.
おかり。
Mayushi wants you to do it too.
わかった行こう
Okay, let's go.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
Goddamn mouse, I keep nudging with my elbow and it keeps creeping onto the screen. The sun was about to set, so we decided to go the next day. For some reason I thought we were changing perspectives, but hey ho. I don't know how many others we've actually got to shift through since we're currently just looking for Kaguri's memories. The next day, the sky had been cloudy since morning. I met with Kaguri and Mayuri at a spot near the cemetery where her grandmother was buried.
Looks like it's going to rain, huh?
I
didn't bring an umbrella.
The
Weather said it wasn't going to rain. Mayushi didn't either.
And I never brought an umbrella when it wasn't raining. In other words, nobody had an umbrella.
雨が降り出す前に切り上
Well,
げる
let's finish this before the rain starts.
Okay.
おばあちゃん、おかりんが来てくれて喜ぶだろうな。
That all makes sense. I thought it was Mayuri's grandma we were visiting. Why's she saying your grandma if it's her grandma we're visiting? I don't goddamn know. There's a lot more questionable... I was gonna say questionable lines. I just think some of the people are saying some of the wrong lines. It could just be me, but hey ho.
そうだな
Yeah.
それに、今日は
Kaguri's here today too.
マユシーの素敵なお友
I
達
can't wait to introduce my wonderful new friend to Grandma.
Yeah, see, I thought it was her grandma we were visiting, so why was Mayuri saying to, like, your grandma? I don't know.
マユリさん、
Mayuri.
おかり、
Kaguri, let's hurry.
マユシー
There's a lot Mayushi wants to tell Grandma.
たくさんあるのです。
そうだな
Yeah,
急ごう
let's hurry. We finally arrived at the cemetery. The skies were getting darker, and it felt like it could rain at any moment. We finished cleaning the grave, and each of us put our hands together in front of us. Then Mayuri sat down and started talking to her grandma. Kaguri and I watched her from a short distance away.
それでね、かがりさんが驚いた顔で
When Kaguri came in and she was so surprised, she fell down and
気絶
went
しちゃ
bang.
ったんだ。マユシーはすっごく
Mayushi was really scared and really
す
worried,
ごく
but
心配だっ
I
た
had
ん
to
だけ
go
ど
to work.
どうしてもバイトに行かなきゃいけなくてだから So
I told Kagura and Daru to take care of Kagura and left the lab. I was so worried I thought my heart was going to burst.
胸がはち切れそうだったんだ。岡部さん、
Okabe?
Kagura whispered to me, concerned.
あ
Oh,
あ、
don't worry about Mayuri.
気にしないでくれ。あれは儀式みたいな
That's
ものなんだ。
kind of like a ritual.
儀式？
A ritual?
あ
Yeah,
あ、マユリはおばあちゃん子
she
で
loved
さ
her grandma a lot, and when her
So
grandma
Obachan
died,
didn't
it was like she lost her soul.
魂が抜けたみたいになってたんだ。半年くらい誰とも口を
About
聞かず
6
に
months, she wouldn't say a word to
毎
anyone.
日ここに来ては
She just
一日
come
中
here and stand
ぼ
all
んやり
day.
立ってた。まるで
It was like she was
自分
praying
も
to
お
go
ば
to
あち
be
ゃんの
with her
ところに
grandma.
行ければいいのにって。
それを岡部さんが
And you
連れ
brought her
戻
back,
したん
didn't
です
you?
よね。
どうしてそれを
How did you know?
まゆりさんから聞いちゃい
Mayuri told me.
あいつめ
That girl.
いいじゃないですか。
Oh, come
かっこ
on,
いいで
it's
すよ。
cool.
マッドサイエ
Showing
ンティストの
Kyoma, the
大
mad
い生き物さん。
scientist.
やめてくれ。
Please stop it.
あの時は
I was desperate for any idea I could think of.
後から思えば正解だった
Looking
わけ
back,
だけど
it was the right answer, but still really was
難
embarrassing.
しい真似をしたと思うよ。
I'd used every bit of knowledge I could scrape up from the anime and video games to try and keep Mayuri's soul from leaving us.
連れてなんて行かせない。
Man, they made this image look a hell of a lot better compared to the first one. I'm not even gonna lie. Mayuri's my hostage. She's a sacrifice for my human experiment. There's no escaping me.
そっか。
Oh,
まゆしは
Mayuri's
なんだね。
your hostage.
じゃあしょうが
I
ない
guess
ね。
I'm stuck here, huh?
うんうん。
No,
とても素敵なお話
I
だと
think it's a
思います。
wonderful story.
そうかな。
Is it?
そうですよ。
It is.
あ、
Hmm?
降ってきました。
It started raining.
I looked up just in time for a drop of rain to fall on my cheek. A cold rain started to come down.
こんなに早く降り始めるとは思いませんでしたね。
I didn't think it would start so
どうしま
soon.
す？
What should we do?
We'd just gotten here and hadn't done anything yet. I at least wanted to do a little research before we left.
一旦雨宿りできる場所を探そう。
Let's go find a place we can
コンビ
get
ニ
out of
で
the
傘を
rain.
買ってもいいし。
We can get umbrellas at the convenience store if we need them.
わかりました。
Okay.
まゆりさん、一度駅に
Mayuri,
戻りま
let's
しょ
head back to the station for now. Huh? Oh, but it's raining!
She's a little dense, but I still love her. The rain started to come down harder as we ran toward the station.
う。ずぶ濡れだよ。
I'm soaked!
先に傘を
We should have
買
brought
っておけ
umbrellas
ばよかったで
first,
すね。
huh?
これじゃ
We need to take a shower or we'll catch a cold.
引いちゃうね。
I played the first Steins game. I know where this is going.
そうだ。
I know!
かがり
Kaguri, wanna come to my Yoshi's
さ
house?
んを作る。
We can take a shower
一緒
together!
にシャワー浴びようよ。あれ？
Huh?
Mayuri turned around and suddenly stopped. I stopped too. I looked back and saw that Kaguri wasn't keeping up with us. She was standing some distance away with a blank look on her face. She was facing us, but seemed to be staring off into the distance.
Kaguri? What's wrong?
Oh no, this isn't good.
聞こえる。
I can hear it.
Her voice was flat and emotionless. It's like she was a different person than the one that had been there a moment before. Here we go.
聞こえるって
What can you hear?
声
A voice.
声が聞こえる
I hear a voice.
かがりさん
Mayuri started to walk towards Kagari.
私
I
行かなきゃ
have to go.
And suddenly, Kagari ran through the puddles of water and out into the street.
Kagari!
A truck was coming. Oh, for the love of...
Kagari! Run!
Mayuri screamed. My body moved on its own. I yanked Mayuri's shoulder down and knocked her to the ground so that she couldn't run out on her own. Then I used that momentum to run out to the street myself. I was about to say we've done that last one before, but I think we tried and actually failed. 'Cause that was the Mayuri death from Steins Gate 1 that really fucking got to me. Never mind the train. That was the one where I can't remember her wording, but all I know is that the one she said it, all I felt was pain. It was like the last one, in air quotes, where like I think Cern ran her over. My god, that just hurt. Anyway, back to the past.
A long time ago, the air wasn't dirty like it is now. So nobody cared if they got wet in the rain. When Mommy was your age, Kagari, she loved the rain. She ran outside with Okarin. When you're in the rain, it's like you're swimming in the sea. Okarin and Mommy were fish swimming in the sea. The only two fish in the world. It was so much fun. When was that? After I'd been separated from Big Sis Suzu in 1998, I was locked somewhere for a long time. When did I escape? Why did I escape? I wanted to see Mommy all of a sudden. That was the only real reason.
At the place where she was kept, Kagari was waiting for the professor to come see her like always when she happened to look outside and see that it was raining. When she smelled the water through the window, she remembered what her mom had said. And the next thing she knew, she'd taken off the headset she was wearing. Nobody had expected it, so escaping was easy. She ripped off the cords on her arms and used the little window to go outside. And then she snuck in the back of a truck that was leaving the parking lot. The facility she'd been kept in must have been deep within the mountains. After a few hours of shaking, the truck finally reached a town somewhere. When the truck stopped, she jumped out and wandered in the rain with nowhere to go. She didn't have any destination in mind. She wanted to see her mom, but didn't know where she was. And even if she did find her, her mom would be younger than Kagari and wouldn't know who she was. She'd run away from the facility on impulse, but she had no money and there was nothing she could do. Except wait for the professor to come find her. Until then, she wanted to get wet in the rain. The rain kept falling for a long time. Her clothes got wet, but she didn't care.
It's so weird the rain doesn't hurt.
The rain in this area didn't sting like when it landed on your skin. It was warm. For the first time, Kaguri learned that nature could do things other than hurt you. There was life in this rain. That's how it felt to her. The rain in this era was alive. It was totally different than the dead rain in the future. Kaguri kept walking, enjoying the feeling of being surrounded by living rain. How long had she walked? When her legs finally started to get tired, she sat down on a bench with a roof over it. It was a trolley platform. It was unmanned, without even a ticket station. She sat down and looked up at the sky. The rain was still falling.
I'm sure God doesn't like this rain. He probably likes the dead rain better than the living rain. Otherwise, I can't explain why the rain in the future is dead.
The dead rain sure didn't seem better than the living rain to Kaguri. But there was one thing she was sure of. In the future, where Mom was, the rain was dead. When she saw Mom again, the rain would be dead. So she wasn't really mad at God. Are you lost? A boy was standing next to the bench. He was the same age as Kaguri, or maybe a little younger. He was holding an umbrella, but the area below his knees was soaking wet. He must have walked in the rain for a long time. Kaguri said nothing as he sat down next to her. He looked tired and in pain. Me too. The boy talked to her in a voice that was a whisper. What he talked about, she couldn't remember. But he seemed to be in so much pain, as if he was carrying the weight of the whole world's sadness on his shoulders. Why had he talked to her when they'd never met before? Why had he decided to open up to Kaguri? Strangely, it didn't bother her. She was the same. She was the same as he was. And strangely, she realized something. There were things in this world that you just couldn't change. There were things in this world where all you could do was watch them slip through your fingers. You couldn't give up on them, but you had no choice but to give up. She felt that despair. Maybe the rain had brought the two of them together. There were so many people in the world, and yet the two of them had no one they could talk to. So maybe the rain had brought them together. The living rain. The warm rain. The gentle rain.
Ocarina and Mommy were fish swimming in the sea. The only two fish in the world.
Mommy had looked so happy when she told that story. But it sounded sad to Kaguri. Because this world was so big, and it was just the two of them alone. It would be lonely and sad to have no one else there. That's what she thought. But now she understood how Mom felt. Just a little. Just two fish, alone in the world. But that was a bit different from being totally alone. No matter what else, there was someone next to you who felt the same way. It was lonely, but she was sure it wasn't that lonely. That's what she felt at the bottom of the sea of living rain. There was nothing Kaguri could do for the boy. But she felt like he needed that song. The next thing she knew, The boy was gone.
雨止まないな。
The rain's not stopping, huh?
探したよ。
I've been looking for you.
ほら、行こう。
Come on, let's go.
どうしたんだい？
What's wrong?
私
I
行かなきゃ。
have to go.
She shook out the professor's hand and ran into the street through the pouring rain. And then she saw a truck splashing up water from the puddles as it came barreling towards her.
I'm alive?
Kaguri woke up and realized she was in a hospital bed. Kaguri! Mayuri was looking down at her with her eyes swollen bright red. Kaguri's awake!
かがり、
Kaguri!
私
トラックに跳ね
You
ら
were
れ
almost
そう
hit by a truck.
怪我はなかったんだけどな。
You weren't hurt, but you passed out, so we called an ambulance just in
念の
case.
ために救急車を呼んだ。君は保険証を持ってないから。
You don't have an insurance card, so the bills are probably going to be crazy.
It doesn't matter.
あの時
It's
は
the only thing we
しか
could
なかったもん。かがりさんが無事でよかった。
Just glad you're safe, Kaguri.
おかりんがね、
Kaguri
ギリギリ
saved you
の
at
と
the
ころ
last
で
second.
助けたんだよ。二人とも
Mayuri
死んじゃ
thought
っ
you were
たの
both
かと
dead.
思って。
Mayushi thought.
悔しいわ。
Mayushi
悔
thought.
しいわ。
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected one of us to be dead.
泣くなよ、マユリ。
Don't cry, Mayuri.
Okay.
そうでした。
That's right.
ぼんやり覚えてます。
Kind of remember.
岡部さんが
Okabe jumped
飛び
out
出
to
して
save
きて
me.
くれたこと。ごめんなさい。私どうかしてた。
I don't know what was wrong with me.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
いや、無事ならいいん
No,
だ。
I'm just glad you're safe. In a fit of emotion, Mayuri leapt on Kaguri.
よかったよ。
I'm so glad, Kaguri.
本当に
I was really worried.
したんだから。まゆりさん。
Mayuri.
違う。
No, that wasn't right.
Kaguri finally understood everything.
そうじゃない。
That wasn't right.
この人はまゆりさんじゃない。
This wasn't Mayuri.
そうだ。
Yes, that's right.
この人はママだ。や
This was Mommy.
っと
I finally
やっと会えた。
I finally get to meet you.
Now it was Kaguri's turn to give Mayuri a big hug.
Mommy!
Yeah, accurate noise to be making.
Huh? Mommy?
かがりさん。
Kaguri? No! Mayushi's not your mommy!
ママじゃないよ。
If only you knew, Mayuri.
違ってなんかない。
You are!
ママは
You're Kaguri's
かが
mommy!
りのママなの。
She couldn't stop herself from talking like a little girl. The last 10 years vanished, and Kaguri was once again a small child.
ママって、
Mommy?
かがり。
Kaguri? Your memories are back!
おかりん。おじさん。
Okarin.
全部思い
Sheena
Mayuri's daughter. My name is Kagari. But you're older than me, Kagari. And Mayushi's never had a baby or anything.
I mean, to be fair, it's a valid point.
Mommy,
I'm from the future. In the future, you adopted me when I was an orphan. Mayushi did? That's right. You were the one who gave me reason to live. You sent me to the safest place you could think of so that I wouldn't be in danger. The safest place? The past. You probably thought that if I lived in a time where Japan was at peace, I could be safe. I still miss you. I couldn't find you here. No matter how safe it is, I didn't want to live without you. Mommy! I missed you!
Kagari clung to Mayuri on the soft bed and cried for a long time. At first, Mayuri was confused, but eventually she hugged back gently.
Kagari. Mommy! Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Must have been so hard. It must have been so lonely.
God, this is equally, like, heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time, and I'm just confused as to what to feel.
You were sad for so long because of me, weren't you? I'm sorry.
I'm not even gonna try and replicate that. They're just too good as it stands.
And that's how Sheena Kagari, got all my memories back.
By nearly being hit by a truck.
The next several months were wonderful. Every day I would come to the lab and play with Mommy and her friends.
I feel like there should be like an asterisk or something here. There's like, I feel like something horrific's gonna happen after these few months.
They were all wonderful people. There was never a moment where something fun wasn't happening. Mommy especially tried to spend as much time with me as possible. We'd eat together, go shopping together. Sometimes we just walk around with no goal in mind. A normal life was everything I'd ever wanted. The voice I'd heard began to vanish as I spent more time with her. Mommy always smiled. And she always seemed so happy to hear what I had to say. I was so happy. We had a lot of sleepovers too. At the lab, at Mommy's house, at Luca's house. We'd stay up late eating snacks and talking, and then I'd sleep in the same futon as Mommy. We'd both whisper that song. That song that she told me brought us together. And it did.
When I was little, Mommy taught me this song. And she learned it from Big Sister Suzuha. And Big Sister Suzuha learned it from Yuki. And Yuki learned it from Uncle Okarin's mom. And Uncle Okarin's mom learned it from Uncle Okarin. And he... I didn't know for sure. But if that was true, it was wonderful.
I'm starting to wonder... Is that possible? Is that possible in any way, shape, or form? The boy she met that was lost wandering around. That couldn't have been, like, young Okarin, could it? I mean, I don't think it could be, but... That would explain why this becomes a closed loop and, it's just a weird paradox thing. Because it's like, it's the same as the Song of Storms in Zelda. It's technically a song with no origin, but it came from somewhere, you just don't know where the loop starts.
I talked a lot more with Mommy. About school, about the lab, about Uncle Okarin, about the future, about love, all kinds of things.
I feel bad asking Mayuri about her love life, because her love life at this point, from what I've gathered, is... She likes Okarin, but, you know... Kurisu happened. Oh, God.
One day she said this to me. Hey, Kagari! Mayushi has an idea. Maybe this song is a song to make the person you love feel better. They lost their most important treasure and they got so sad they finally just went to sleep. No matter how much you shake them, they won't wake up. That's how sad they are. But that treasure isn't really gone. It's actually so close they could reach out and touch it.
There's some Kingdom Hearts shit going on right here, I don't know. This is just a statement about Ventus.
I didn't realize it's so close. All they do is sleep. But really? No, they're waiting for someone to wake them up. Because that person is right next to them. They're not gone at all. I don't know when, but I know that someday they'll wake up. That's what I think that song is. And Mommy looked at me and smiled. Her eyes seemed so clear and calm as she gazed at the moonlight coming in through the curtains. It was the first time I'd seen such a pretty color. But when I thought back, I'd actually seen it once before. That day. That rainy day when I got my memories back. She had the same look in her eyes when she held me. She kept saying the same thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kagari. I thought she was apologizing for what she'd done in the future. I thought that she was apologizing for leaving me all alone. But she wasn't. That was an apology only from the Mayuri Shina Mayuri who lived in 2011. She was saying that she was sorry for leaving me alone. It was about half a year later when I realized this. July 7th, 2011.
The day of Tanabata. To tell the truth, I'd known it was coming.
This is the start of the World War III, isn't it?
I wonder
why Mommy wanted me to come here. Maybe she's thinking of a surprise?
Kagari whispered as if she wanted it to be true. Today was July 7th, Tanabata. The lab was going to have a Tanabata party with the Tenyoji family on the roof of the building. It was essentially an excuse to hold a barbecue. The sky was clear that day, so the night stars were sure to be pretty.
I have to
get back and keep getting ready. With Mommy's help, of course. I knew it was coming.
I have a horrible, horrible feeling that this isn't Mayuri I'm about to meet. And I have an even worse feeling that I know who I'm about to meet, and I don't want to see him right now.
I knew what this meant. I knew, but I pretended I didn't. I didn't want to come here. I didn't want to see this. I wanted to look away.
I took one step after another toward the roof.
I need to hurry. Mommy's waiting. Why now? Mommy.
When I opened the door, I was met with a burst of warm wind and the gentle summer twilight. The stars could already be seen twinkling in the evening sky. Mayuri was there. She was standing right next to the time machine. She had one hand on her head to keep the wind from blowing away her hat, and the other reached out toward the sky. Her open hand stretched straight up toward the Akihabara sky, as if she were trying to grab the brightest star. Her eyes seemed to look past the stars towards something beyond. It was so pretty, so ephemeral, and so fragile.
Mommy.
Kagari couldn't stop herself from crying out. It felt like if she didn't stop her, the stars would take her mother away.
Kagari!
Is this where she leaves in the time machine again? To go slap Okarin about the face, tell him to actually fucking do something with his life? To go save Kurisu?
Mommy.
The tension started to drain from Kagari's body. Good. Mommy was acting normal now. Look, I'ma be real, she did this in Steins Gate. This is the first time she's done it, and I'm surprised it's taken us this long to get a Stardust handshake. There was nothing to worry about. Mommy would never leave her. Ever. When Kagari ran over, Mayuri lowered the hand that she'd been reaching out toward the sky.
What's wrong? Why did you want me to come here?
Mayuri smiled, slightly embarrassed, and spun the other way. And then she looked up at the time machine.
This is what you came here in, isn't it, Kagari? Why bring that up? It's not something I...
Her words caught in her throat. She realized that the time machine's hatch was open.
Why? Why is the time machine's hatch open?
And then someone appeared from within the time machine. Kagari?
お前
Why are you?
それはこっちのセリ
That's
フ
what I want to know. What are you two
何して
doing?
るのまゆ姉さん
Fix this
カガリン
Mayu.
は秘密にしておくって
You promised you'd keep it a
約
secret
束
from
したじゃない
Kagari.
か黙っててごめんね
I'm
すず
sorry I didn't tell you, Suzu.
まゆしね
Mayushi wanted to say goodbye to Kagari, no matter what.
ちゃんとお別れを言っておきたかったのすぐ終わるから
I'll be done soon,
準
so
備を進めておいて
keep getting ready.
分かった
Okay, but
What the-
once you're done,
what
get
the-
in. Suzu disappeared back inside the time machine.
秘密お別
A
れ
secret?
準備
Goodbye? Getting ready?
ママも鈴葉お姉ちゃんも
What are you two
何
talking
の話を
about?
してるの私
I don't understand.
本当は分かってた
She did understand.
本当はママからメッセー
She'd
ジが
known
来た
exactly
時か
what
ら
was coming since she got the message from her mother.
でも認めたく
She
なかっ
didn't want to accept it.
たタイムマシンが
She didn't want to accept that the time machine was going to tear her away from her mother again.
認めたくなかったのあのね
Listen,
マユシーは
Mayushi's about to go to
こ
the
れから
past with
スズさん
Suzu,
と一緒に大事な人に
so the
目
person
を
she
覚
loves
まして
can
もらう
wake
た
up.
めに無理だよ
It's impossible.
世界線は
The
収
world
束し
lines
ちゃ
are
う
going to converge.
ママや鈴葉お姉ちゃんがどんな
No
に頑
matter
張
how
ったっ
hard
て
you try, you can't change them.
誰にも変えようが
No one can.
そう
You're right.
と
Mayushi
じ
can't
ゃ変
change
えられ
them.
ないだったら
Then
でもねオカリンは別
you
な
know Okurin can.
のオカリンには
Okurin has the
未来
power
を
to
変え
change
る
the future.
力がある
And Mayuri needs to go back to the past to bitch slap him to wake up and actually stop being a bitch about the whole thing. Let's be honest, that's what she does.
そのオカリンを
And even Mayushi can go back to
あ
that
の
day.
日のオカリ
Give
ン
him
の
a
背
little
中を
push.
ちょっとだけ押すぐらいならチャンスは
That
あの
day's
日だ
our
けだ
only
から
chance.
うまくいくわけない
Won't work! Kagari grabbed Mayuri's arms. But she just smiled sadly.
それでも
Even if it doesn't,
マユシーはもう一度会い
Mayushi
た
wants to
い
see him
んだ
again.
法王院京馬に
You and Kyoma.
私の彦星
I
様
want
に
to see my Hikaboshi again.
もう一度会いたいのそんな
No.
でも本当は分かってた
But she knew this was coming. Ever since the day she got her memories back, Kaguri's life had been truly happy. She'd lived every day in a peaceful Japan with no war, and with Mayuri and the rest of the lab. Every day shined like a jewel, and she thought it would last forever. But she'd known what that look in Mayuri's eyes had meant. She'd known why, even when everyone was having fun, Mayuri always seemed kind of sad.
私は
What about me?
私はどうなるの
What happens to me?
もしオカリンおじさんが
If
シュ
Uncle
タイン
Okurin
ズゲートに
does
たどり
reach
着いた
Steins
として
Gate,
そこでは戦争が
maybe
起き
the
ないか
war
も
won't
しれない
happen.
そうすればたくさんの人
Maybe
は
a lot
救
of
われるか
people
も
will
し
be
れない
saved.
だけど
But then,
したら私は
then I would be able to meet you.
そんなことない
That's
よ
not true.
どの未来でだって
No matter what the future holds,
マユシーと
I'm
カガリ
going
ちゃ
to
んは
meet you.
その世界では
In that world,
カガリちゃ
You
ん
might
は
not be
一人じゃない
alone.
かもしれない本当のお父さんと
you
お
might
母
have a
さ
happy
ん
life with your real mom and dad.
でも
But
マ
even
ユ
if
シ
you
ー
do,
は
I'll still come see
それでも
you.
カガリちゃんに会いに行くからそれでねカガ
And
リ
then
ち
we
ゃん
can
と
be
とって
really,
も
really, really good
仲良しに
friends.
なるからだから
So,
カガリちゃん
you
は
don't need to worry about a thing.
何にも心配しなくていいんだよ
and I might forget about each other. How can you come find me if you don't remember me? It's impossible! Nope.
マユシーに
You
は
she will know who you
きっ
are.
とかがりちゃんがわかるよ。
How? How can you be so sure?
だってね、
Because
それが運命だもん。
that's fate.
マユシーとかがりちゃんの絆
The
は
bond between Mayushi and
ど
Kagura
ん
won't
な
be
ことに
broken
も
by
負けたり
anything.
しない。だから
So even if we lose our
今の記
memories,
憶がなくなっても
Mayuri will come back to
絶
find
対
you.
にマユシーはあなたを
Mommy. Tears like pearls fell from Mayuri's face, but she kept smiling at Kaguri anyway. And for the first time, Kaguri realized how strong Shina Mayuri really was. She realized, and even if Mayuri didn't, how tough and strong her will was. This girl who seemed so small and fragile believed in the power of the future more than anyone in the world.
じゃ
Okay,
あそろそろ行くね。
I'm going to go. Mayuri was about to get in the time machine. She could see Mayuri's legs shaking with each step up the ladder she took. She couldn't let this happen. It would just end up like that day in 2036. Kaguri couldn't take that anymore. Wait! Kaguri clung to Mayuri's body. Huh? I won't let you go into the past! I'll go instead! Kaguri grabbed the phone that Mayuri was holding and then pulled down on her hard. Yeah! Mayuri lost her balance and fell off the ladder. Kaguri leapt inside.
かがり、お前
Kaguri, are you crazy? Kaguri ignored her and leaned out of the hatch to smile down at Mayuri. Mommy! I'll take care of Uncle Okarin. So, just wait there. Kaguri! Big Sis Suzu, close the hatch.
いいのか
You sure? Yeah.
わかった。
Alright. The hatch started to close. Mayuri was staring up at Kaguri in shock.
かがりちゃん。
Kaguri! Mommy! I'll always love you! In the past, in the present, and in the future! And then the hatch closed. She couldn't see her beloved mother anymore. She wiped away the tears, sat down in the passenger seat and strapped herself in. Suzuha sat in the main seat and grinned.
まさかもう一度
I didn't think I'd be doing this with you twice. Don't fuck it up like the first time, you hear me?
一番最初に戻っただけだよ。
We've just gotta go back to the first time. We've just gone back... We've just gone back to the first time is all.
最初とは大違いだ。
It's nothing like the first time. You were sobbing like a baby then.
鈴葉お姉ちゃんだって
You were crying a little too big, Sister Suzuha.
そうだな。
You're right.
行くよ。
Let's go, Kaguri. To the past.
かっこいい。
Okay. Suzuha tapped to the console and the whole seat started to shake. I hate to be that guy, but this ain't gonna work. At the same time, a pale light began to shine from within the machine. Time travel was beginning. There was no guarantee it would work. She might never see Mayuri again. But she swore that she would make this succeed. As the daughter of Shina Mayuri. No matter how far apart they were, that song would connect them together. It's so good! Oh, it's so good. That's all I could say. Also, this song. Oh, it's just so good. I don't know what to say. It's just, strange, warm, fuzzy feelings, even though I know that what Kaguri's trying to do won't work. Because at the end of the day, only Mayuri can tell Ocarina to pull himself together. As Suzuha has found out, annoyingly. But yeah, I think the only way it's gonna work out is, oh yeah, we never did resolve who that was. Something tells me that's gonna be in the final route I need to go to. But, yeah. As I say, just, even though how warm and fucking touching it is, and, like, why she's doing it, it's just sadly not going to work. And something just in there hurts me to know that, but, hey-ho. At least we had that fucking adorable moment. That was great. Watching them eat crepes together, that was amazing. Even if Ocarina nearly did suffer a concussion. And then she nearly got isekai'd. Back to 1998. Oh, I shouldn't make that joke. I like how they've got all these different things and I'm like, are they real? Are these actually sponsors or are we just like using faux names? Because I thought that's what we were doing. I don't know. Because I thought K-Books was... No, K-Books is real. I think they parodied it in this one. That's why I'm getting confused. So by the by. As I've said, I've got one ending left, and then I've got to find the true ending, which I believe I need to go back to Vega and Altair. Or at least that's my understanding of it. Recursive Mother Goose. Oh, and a new item. And wallpaper! Probably should actually look at those in the game and actually, like, you know, see if they're any good. Anyway, where are my extras? It's probably in here. How many of these have I got? I've got, like, 4 here, of which these 2 look like they are, like, actually, I don't know, because that's the weird shooting scene. Got like 4 from what I'm assuming is the other ending I need to go to, which, yeah, I'm missing 1 flashback one. Oh sweet, I actually got this one, which is the one they use for the Steam backdrop, and then I got like 2 more, of which I'm assuming I get 1 from this next ending. I've forgotten its name. What is it? Hold on. Oh yeah, the one I can't pronounce. The Promise Rinascimento. The Promise Rinascimento. And then, I guess I say, I gotta go back to Vega and Altair to actually, you know, not fuck everything up. I think. Yeah. This is, we're actually getting through this. at a surprising rate. He says, knowing full well that it's been God knows how long since I actually started this game. Did I get the new music? Yeah, I'm missing one, which I'm assuming is the final ending thing. Okay, yeah, I got the other ending. Cool. And then I've got... What, I don't know if I'm assuming this is the one from the Promised Renaissance... I can't. Italian is hard. I think it's Italian. Let me actually Google that word and see what it means. I've Googled it and it's come up with a clothing line. That's a good... Oh! Rinascimento is the Italian word for the Renaissance. Or at least that's what dictionary.cambridge.org is telling me. Renaissance. A new interest in something that makes it popular again after a long period of time. Well, bring it back, Kurisu, bitches! At least that's what I'm assuming. Anyway, as I say, I gotta actually... I think I made a save. I think I'm... yeah, Antinomic Duel. It's that one. Yeah, I have a lot of saves, just for obvious reasons. But yeah, I gotta go back and actually pick up the goddamn phone. So, we'll see how that goes, won't we? Anyway, thank you all for watching this episode of Steins Gate. If you like the video in any capacity, please feel free to give the video a like down below. Leave a comment on whatever you feel like at this point. And if you want to keep up to date with whenever I post videos, mostly at this point, other than this, there are stream VODs. And after this, I'm going to go and record an episode of Higurashi, so I actually have one of those to put out at some point. Yeah, that's a thing that's happening. I'm about to be very confused, if I'm all 100% honest, but again, by the by. If you want to keep up to date with whenever I post anything, you can subscribe to the channel. At this point, all pressing the sub button does is you make me feel good about myself, so thanks in advance. If you actually want the updates, I think you have to press it and press the bell icon because YouTube is fucking stupid. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. I've been Nyx, and I'll see y'all next time. Laters!